Hello, Cholera here, bringing you set 2 of Luxury vs. July, a Zerg vs. Zerg duel in the World Cyber Games qualifiers. And this game we have Blue Storm, and we're going to have in Teal, Luxury spawning at the 1 o'clock, and here in Yellow, July spawning at the 7 o'clock position. July winning the first game with a slightly better build, the 12 hatch versus the 12 pool, and also better micro against Scourge than perhaps Luxury hoped he would have. I think by the time Luxury realized that July had an expansion, he realized he couldn't go with a pure Mutalisk strategy because he just simply wouldn't have the minerals to build as many Mutalisks as July and enough gas eventually to win off. So he had to go for that all-in Zergling rush and hope that his Scourge would be enough to keep July's Mutalisks busy while his superior Zergling force tore apart the base. But unfortunately for him, July it was too good with his Mutalisks. He could do two things at once. He killed the Zerglings and then he killed the Scourge, and really then that was GG for Luxury right then. So perhaps this game we might have more converging builds, or we might have something like a 9 pool versus a 12 hatchery, which would be very different builds. If July decides to do that, he could be in a bit of trouble if he goes for 12 hatchery again, because this is a 2-player map, and we'll see if Luxury decides to go for a 9 pool. But Luxury looks like he's not going for July rather. This is July's view. He is going to be building that Overlord first. We'll see if Luxury's also building an Overlord, or if he's going for the 9 pool. I think pretty much 12 pool is generally the safest build, but a 9 pool definitely has its merits in having those fast Zerglings out if your opponent's doing a 12 hatch, of course, and having the tech out much sooner. We're seeing, I think, an overpool here from Luxury. I believe that's what it was, overpool plus gas. And yeah, I'm going to guess that's an overpool plus gas. And Julyzerg once again going for the 12 hatchery, once again going for this expansion build. And that is definitely very interesting. Nowadays, we usually don't see this happening. I think Jaedong usually goes for the 12 pool. The last time I saw him in Blue Storm, he went for 12 pool. So does his opponent, 8-15. And Jaedong just destroyed him, even though they were absolutely converging, just from superior micro. But perhaps July likes to take the economic advantage early on. He likes to be on the defensive until the mid to late game, which in Zerg vs. Zerg basically is until the Mutalisks come out, basically. July might be caught off guard this time because Luxury is building his Zerglings already, and he could be going for that speed upgrade first. We'll see. He probably actually will go for the lair first. I don't see a reason for him to go speed upgrade. He doesn't know what July is doing specifically, so he really can't. I think the safer move is to go for lair and try to get up that fast tech. It is probably more effective in more situations. However, once he sees that expansion, he might actually decide to go for speed upgrade. And look at this, July is forced to cancel. I actually think that was perhaps not an overpool, that perhaps was a 9 pool from Luxury. So in any case, though, a much faster build than what July is prepared for. So July forced to cancel the hatchery. He loses 100 minerals, and he definitely is losing a lot of time, which he should be getting technology, but he can't. He is morphing the lair, so he's forced into a 1-base strategy now. He is getting a second hatchery up, but critically, he still doesn't have any Zerglings out. The Sunken Colony is out, but Luxury, with the Zerglings picking off one of the drones mining gas there, and doing a little bit of damage, but I'd say that Luxury really hasn't taken much of a lead, except he's forced July to cancel that hatchery, which definitely costs him in terms of minerals. And July might be forced to cancel this hatchery again because the Sunken Colony is not within range, and oh, July is forced to cancel. That's terrible for Julyzerg. And I think this is definitely going to hurt. This time around, Luxury has definitely taken the lead, and Julyzerg still without any Zerglings, just 2 Zerglings out, and Luxury just picking off the drones, ignoring the Sunken Colony, killing the Zerglings, and he's picked off a lot of drones by now, and I think Luxury has taken a big lead in this game. Julyzerg with 4 Zerglings, Luxury putting down his Spire. If he gets 4 Zerglings of his own, he should be able to deal with these incoming Zerglings from July. July realizing he doesn't have enough, basically he's too far behind to be able to continue fighting without a rush here. He needs to pick off some drones of his own to do some damage to to Luxury. And he is sending those Zerglings forward. Now, the thing is, Luxury is going to probably block that little narrow choke point leading to his natural expansion, and hence delay July. July looks like he's actually running back to his base. His Zerglings are not speed upgraded. Spire going up for both players, but I think July might be behind 1 or 2 drones right now. I think at least 1 or 2 drones, and behind a little bit in the gas count, definitely. He had his gas flow interrupted. Just looking at the gas, 400-something for Luxury versus 200-something for Julyzerg, so definitely behind in the gas count. So he needs to have something. He needs to do something right away, or else he is going to lose this game. Even though their Spires are coming up at the same time, he is going to lose this game. It's going to be very hard for him to come back regardless. And now, looks like July persisting in going for his natural expansion. I don't think this is a wise idea at all, though. This is not going to work. These Zerglings are going to spot it. They're going to force July to cancel his third hatchery of the day, and that is not good, the third hatchery of the game. No, it looks like he's not going to force him to cancel, but instead he's going to go in for yet more drones. He's going to draw. Oh, no, he's going for the Spire. That's even smarter than drones. He's going to try to snipe the Spire off. Will he be able to do it? It's going to come close. No, it looks like Luxury doesn't. So, Luxury not taking that golden opportunity to finish off July. I think if he actually targeted drones, it might have been a little bit better off. But in any case, July still has that gas deficit that I was talking about. He's not going to have as many Mulisks in the air as Luxury will, and Luxury will be able to probably pick off that natural expansion. I think July is just trying to regain that economic lead by picking up that expansion, but I'm not sure how wise an idea is. Now July is returning with his Zerglings to the front here, to the front of Luxury's base. He needs to go and do some damage to Luxury. Luxury does have a sunken colony up, though, so Luxury is going to be able to defend this off pretty nicely. Oh, and Luxury loses a Mulisk, though. That was huge. You're not supposed to get scourged in pro games Zerg versus Zerg like that. You really aren't. Luxury being a little bit careless there and losing a Mulisk, that could cost him. Even one or two Mulisks could be game deciding in this matchup, and July may have just clawed himself into the light here of this game if he manages to get some more Mulisks out, and if he can hold this natural expansion somehow, although I still don't think it was wise for him to go for it. Luxury also going for his expansion now, but like I said, he has superiority in the air, and July's Zerglings are just totally getting wasted here. 6 Zerglings down, so July not ahead in Zerglings anymore. He was briefly when Luxury had sent in his Zerglings without doing any damage. So still a close game, but Luxury has taken the lead. I believe he has probably 1 or 2 more Mulisks at least, and he has more gas right now in his bank. Luxury now going for the attack at the natural expansion, perhaps. And no, he's going to snipe off one of Julyzerg's overlords here. That's going to hurt a little bit in terms of minerals. And Julyzerg is actually behind on food now, so he's at 24-18, so he's down on overlord. He's going to have to reproduce that overlord before he's able to do anything, build anything rather. And July's going to try to return the favor to Luxury, bring his Scourge up smartly also to defend against any kind of counterattack. But Luxury's going in for the snipe on July's base. Luxury's might be able to pick off more drones. Looks like no, Luxury's going to decide to pick off another overlord. That's also a good strategy. Luxury, oh, losing another Mulisk though. That's careless by Luxury. He can't keep those losses up. He cannot keep sustaining those losses, and Julyzerg needs the micro against those. No, he loses. He gets 2 Scourges landed on his Mulisks also, so both players unable to micro against those Scourge. Of course, that's not saying they're bad or anything, because it is very hard to micro against Scourge. As I've said, I cannot do it, and in the middle of Mulisk on Mulisk combat, that's when the Scourge are most useful, because they can score free hits then. Julyzerg with 1 Mulisk, I believe Luxury has 3 or 4 left, so Luxury has a significant lead, and meanwhile, he's picked off a lot of Overlords of July's, and July's being forced to build these overlords instead of units, fighting units, and that's going to be a huge drain for him. Luxury already has his secondary up now, and he soon probably will place another gas once he gets a couple more units. July is definitely behind. He has 3 Mulisks now. Luxury has perhaps 5 or 6, and both have a pair of Scourge flying around. But critically, Luxury has disrupted the food count of Julyzerg and the control. So July is forced to waste tons of minerals on more overlords, and Luxury trying to pick off. July trying to pick off. Oh, actually, that's very smart there. Scourging, using 1 Scourge per Mulisk so that the resulting Mulisks are very weak. Luxury though going in, and he doesn't care. He's going to snipe off all of the Mulisks, and GG coming from July. So each player won a piece here. And we're going to be moving into Game 3. This is going to be a very short series, guys, but certainly very exciting nonetheless. And Luxury seems like he's never going to change shirts again. That shirt with Lamarck, whatever it is just his shirt. It's like his one shirt he ever wears at tournaments, which I find interesting. Okay, anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed. Game 3 of the series will be coming up.